All right, testing. Why? Why, oh, why? Oh, it's just blurry. My internet is bad. Oh my gosh, guys, I am so sorry. If this is like, if it's not coming through well, guys, just let me know, please, so I can decide if I actually want to spend the rest of the night dealing with the cable company, or if I actually want to do this. I know I look different. It's because of all the red. I think it's really projecting the red in my dang face right here. Hopefully it's good now. If it starts to mess up, guys, like let me just call it, and let me call the professionals out here and let them know we got a situation. Because dang. Yeah, I have unlimited everything. I mean, everything should be good. I have like top notch. I don't have the lowest tier. I pay for like an additional tier. I mean, it's really lame. Getting throttled, but I've been streaming all this time, so I don't know why all of a sudden I would be getting throttled, but I see what you're saying. I'll have to check my usage and stuff. That could be it, I suppose, but we'll see. So let's try again. I don't even know what the heck, how far I got before I got shut off, but let's just start from the top really quick. All right, start from the top. Man, we might have to go through this a few times because now I don't have the, people trickling in still, it's all good. So yes, from the top. So let's start with AMC. So AMC was down 9.91%. We did trigger the SSR, short sale rule, for tomorrow. And so short sale rule, meaning they can only short on the upticks. Even then, I'm not optimistic, because anytime we have been on the SSR, it always just goes down, right? Like the stock is it just has a really bad day anytime we're on the short sale list, short sale rule list, I suppose. So it is what it is. If it's any consolation, it looks like everything was red today, very red today. Something very interesting I just saw was SLGG was actually, what does this D stand for? Dividend, nice. Man, see, Webull's so cool. I hope Webull really works out during the squeeze, because I really like Webull a lot. Where was it? SLGG. I thought I just saw it here. All right, well, that's okay. Other than they were pretty up. Unlimited speed data, government made a home chain. Oh, okay, Lee, I'll have to, maybe I'll give him a call tonight anyways, and just make sure everything is cool. But yes. So let's continue here. So AMC, yes, so they're on the day. Crypto, yikes. If anyone, just in case anyone didn't hear for the first time, well, I really wanted to take a position, and I really still think, here's the deal. If you're bullish on Bitcoin, bullish on Doge, still might be a good entry. Obviously, this morning was much better for both of them. But I really like this as an entry point for Bitcoin. I feel like they're going to have a lot of new investors, like a lot of new people jumping in and listening while I get my vaccine. Ooh, I love it. Diamond, I love it. So I did see rumors, speculation, I should say. I did see speculation about people hopping onto the SLGG with a merger, I think with GameStop, and that's speculation. Okay, complete speculation. But with the way GameStop is going, I wouldn't be surprised if something like that happened. Could be pretty dang fantastic. So yeah, but I like entry points here. Both of these obviously completely fell off. I've been trying to look for a reason as to why they fell off. I saw a few things. Oh, okay, Matt says, so my transfer from Robinhood to Webull is going much faster than they say. Awesome. Matt, let us know how long it takes, because I haven't heard too many. I haven't heard how long it takes from Webull. No, from Robinhood to Webull. Mostly Robinhood to Fidelity. So we'll have to take a look. Alfred said, "What's up, dude? Question: do you have any band-aids? I need to stop the bleeding from all the front lines. I battled today." Yeah, it's getting rough. You know, I got my vaccine too, and they even hurt much. But I do find that Bill Gates is much more attractive now than I used to find him. So, you know, who knows what that means. Maybe they're unrelated. But anyways, so that's what's going on here. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Let's look at the tops for the day. Let's see if anyone did well on the actual day, because so far, not really feeling too good about all of that. And as we can see, my internet is just, you know, just not today. Just not today. If that happens, should be a catalyst to rocket up AMC if that happens too. That's a good point, AS. I didn't think about that, because if they do, so if GME starts to run, they get margin called, they might actually, you know, it might trigger price action in both stocks, in which case they would just start to cover right there. I actually like that thought process. Okay, tops for the day. Let's look at the 1 day, see if anyone had a good day. Okay, so some people, you know, 44%. Rest are, you know, 20% and below. Anything we recognize? I think I've seen pay sign before. I think someone wanted pay sign before, but right, Lord Sun Motors still having a good day. Not bad, not bad. So let's look at the after hours really quick. I swore I saw SLGG on here. Yep, Super Leg. Yep, SLGG right here, up 12.84% in the after hours. Let's look at the chart for the 1 day. All right, let's look at the 3 month. See how they're doing. Okay, so here, so hopefully this is going to be some kind of bullish reversal, right? They were all the way at $11. They found a bottom around here, a few levels of support around this. You know, let's say we'll call it $4, $3.90. And finally had a little bounce. So I do think they'll probably reach, well, then again, they were only up 3. Well, I'd probably see some kind of retracement, right? I wouldn't be surprised if it retraced down to maybe it's at 492 right now, maybe 450 or something. I wouldn't be surprised if it kind of tested back down here, maybe 460. But either way, you know, if you think it's gonna run up, you can always average down. You can't always average up. Corey, you're melting. Oh gosh. That Moderna stuff. No, I got Pfizer. So Matt says, well, it already says on Webull that my transfer to them is past the clearing process. Ooh, very nice. Okay. Johnny Diamondhead says, gonna throw this out there. What do you want to bet SLGG gets acquired or merges with GME? You know, a lot of people are speculating that on Super Stunk. I just saw that, and I wonder. That'd be cool, right? I wouldn't mind that. I've always been a gamer. Like, I'm a hardcore gamer. Like Halo, like top 16, Halo 3, like MLG. Like I'm like in it. I'm in it to win it. So I absolutely love gaming. I love competitive gaming. If it's not like player versus player, like I'm not playing it, which sometimes I know I miss out on a lot of cool single player games on that, but it is what it is. Anyways, I can't go off on that tangent because I will go off on that tangent. Maybe we'll have a community day where we play some games. If anybody's into like computer games, Apex or Valorant, League of Legends, anything like that, that'd probably be pretty cool. Okay. So let's see here. So, okay, we were good there. Let's look at the losers really quick. See who did not do so well on the 1 day. Come on. Just bear with me here while this loads. So Hamo says margin calls confirmed. The crypto sell-off is on CM. Yes. So actually, while this loads, we can take a look at this. I did see this person right here, Lou versus Wall Street. I think he has a YouTube channel too, but he says, what did I tell you last night? This is a fire sale to cover for margin calls. You can see right here, pretty bad screenshot, obviously, but it is what it is. And I don't know why I clicked that since my stuff is not loading. Hopefully you can see through this. It says regulatory concerns out of China, or so Bitcoin sell-off. What's driving it is the title right here. What's driving it? So regulatory concerns out of China, right? And so these are, well, we'll talk about this in a second. Weakness in more speculative areas of the market. Crypto traders selling to meet margin calls. That's my favorite one. And this is something that you need to think about also as whenever it comes to crypto. Crypto has some drawbacks. Everyone likes crypto. I like crypto. I think it's going to be very interesting to see what happens with it. I'm looking forward to the future of crypto, how it's going to be used, implemented, the infrastructure of it. I think it's going to create probably a whole lot of new, probably jobs or something, right? That could be a whole new career path that people can take, getting into crypto, whatever it would be. I don't know if they need to be serviced or I don't know what the heck they would do with crypto, but there's so many potential jobs there, I'm sure. But there's, the energy concern. That's a huge one. And I think if they figure out the energy concern, then crypto is just going to be so much more easily accessible. There's also, I think I saw something the other day, or maybe it was this morning, that Ethereum is switching to some kind of new, I'm not educated on this, but I think they're switching to some kind of new platform or the way Ethereum works. It's going to be the same thing, but it's going to be, I think I saw the number was like 90% more efficient to mine, or 90% less energy costly, something interesting like that, right? Yeah, I think it's very interesting. Looking forward to what the heck is going on. I did want to take a look at Ortex because something very interesting is going on. If we look at actual Ortex over here, let's go on to AMC, and then let's go over here to the short interest for AMC, and we can take a look that the utilization has actually changed back to 96.02. If you recall, yesterday it was at 20%. Which is obviously a very, very big difference. And Ortex had, I believe they mentioned something like people did not properly report. They weren't reporting the numbers. So there was a lack of data that they had. Because remember, Ortex is a combination of the top, or of 80% of I think it's market makers, or 80% of the people with these numbers. And it's a syndication of all those. So for them, if they're not getting the information, they can't share the information. And so whether people, I think they specifically failed to report, which is why it was 20% yesterday and 96% today. Now remember, this is T+2, meaning it's like my 2 days. Now this is actually what happened on Tuesday. Or no, not Tuesday, Monday. I apologize. So if we look at Monday, and let's go back to the chart for AMC. So we look at AMC on Monday. Let's look at the 5-day. You can see that is where we had the price action, right? And the Monday in the after hours is where we had this price action. So these numbers are reflective of Monday. And even with these numbers going up, it was still look pretty good. Maybe what we may need to look for though is Tuesday. Maybe these numbers tomorrow are gonna, the Ortex numbers tomorrow are gonna look a little different. And as you can see, we had like a perfect little like squeeze down, right? Perfect, right to the very, very end. And this was at the last candle of the day. It broke through, which just was so lame. And then it broke through bearishly, right? And as you can see, that's what we got. That's exactly what we got. A little perfect little like stare, and then another kind of stare-ish thing. Just not what you want to see. Doesn't feel the best. But even then, guys, we're still up. We're still looking very, very good. We're still up $12.64. We were at $10, I don't know, last week or whatever it was. So when was this? 5/12, yeah, a week ago. So I'm okay. We're still moving up slowly, but we're still moving up. We're waiting for true margin calls, things to hey, good luck, Diamond. It's not that bad, Diamond. Don't worry about it. It's not bad at all, honestly. The first one, I didn't really feel my shot. Second one, Second one hurt a little more. I think it was just the way the guy stuck me. But second one, as far as side effects go, I was okay after shot one. Shot two, bit of a doozy. Okay, so we have these numbers. We talked about Lou, Ortex. So yeah, they talked about this. Oh, this is interesting. We haven't insured. Ooh, okay, hold on. Let's look at this right here. Two different posts right here. So it says, let's see where we are. Utilization, May 18th. Okay. So I just want to make sure we're at the first one. So very interesting here. So Ortex, when calculating the average utilization numbers yesterday, data from some security lenders was missing, like we just talked about, and therefore not included in that calculation. This was an unprecedented issue and affected daily utilization across all 50K plus stocks we cover. Unprecedented issue. Very interesting that yesterday they're not giving us the numbers. Today they liquidate their crypto. Very interesting. Is what I say. We have ensured this can never happen again. We continue to pride ourselves on providing the most timely and accurate security lending data available. Huge apologies from the Ortex team. Not even something like that was it even their fault? Data from security lenders was missing and therefore not included. So I don't know if it was their fault or not their fault. Either way, they've apologized for it. And, I guess an apology only goes so far. Robinhood never apologized, so I guess we'll put it that way. But yeah. Another thing from Ortex, AMC short interest update. AMC price was up yesterday for the 8th straight day as AMC share price in the whole market is down in the pre-market. Trading hashtag buy the dip is trending on Twitter. Current estimated short interest is 16.11%, and short interest over here is 16.11. Okay, so still showing. Very interesting stuff. Any new filings right here? We do have the FICC ones. Another sponsor. My mouse just. Okay, there we go. Add the sponsor GC service. And so this is something that we had already basically covered. I covered this. Where was it? In one of these down here. It's just they're coming up with the same rules essentially over and over. Well, they're very similar rules, which is why I haven't really made a video on these new ones. They are very close. It's all basically the same thing, just in different words. Maybe they're similar. Well, some of them are kind of similar based on the subsidiary they're from, but nothing really new here that you guys haven't seen before. So. Let's take a look. Authorized emergency use. Very interesting. All right. Yes. Let's please keep vaccine politics out of the chat. Like, I didn't know that we had I didn't know that Sean was a scientist, you know what I mean? I didn't know you were a doctor. If you want to submit your MD to me directly, then I'd be more than happy to bring you on the show and we can talk about it. But unless you have an MD, let's keep the pseudoscience out of the chat, please. Oh gosh, we got a freedom fighter. We got QAnon up in here. That's all right. Yes, Angela, we did take a look at the the Lamborghini's website. I'd pull it up, but my computer will probably crash because my internet is just out right now. But yes, great, cool stuff. Very, very cool stuff. Where am I here? Okay, gosh, I'm gonna catch up on the chat really quick. I'm sheeple. I guarantee that's what Sean will say. We're sheeple. I forget science is a religion. The one lane, which rule pass, my friend? OCC 004. Oh gosh, I just can't keep up with these. Okay, OCC 004 has been approved. Which one's OCC 004? Anybody have a link or a thing for me? I'm trying to recall which one OCC 004. Here we go. Oh yeah, OCC 004 is passed. Okay, so let's take a look if I can open this here. Options clearing. Okay, let's see. Nope, wrong button again. Third time's a charm. Okay, great. So we can see what passed right here. This one passed yesterday. It was 006, and then the 10th was 005. So OCC 004. Let's see which one this was. And okay, so let me check here. Oh boy, okay. Liquidation on the way. Okay, we're taking a look, guys. We're taking a look. Okay, so the proposed rule would change this thing to OCC rule 1104 in order to clarify and streamline the process of onboarding clearing members. Oh, let me fix this real quick. Okay, yeah, clearing members and non-clearing members as potential bidders in future auctions of a suspended clearing member's remaining portfolio. What? Wait a second. Okay, this is weird. And I'll tell you why it's weird. Because to me, it seems like, yeah, is it A3 or B3? Yeah, we talked about this yesterday. Like how it's funny how all these rule changes are coming all of a sudden, coming quickly, and they're really doing crazy stuff. Does anyone know if rules are always? So that's a good question. All of like, and you know, obviously no one who pays attention to the dang rules. I suppose we could go back a little bit, and you know what? We're on here, so I think we can probably scroll down here. So January, February. What sucks is it just gives us. Oh wait. Oh, this is 2021. Let's go to 2020. That's a good point. Let's look through 2020, right? Okay, so 2020, so December, November. You know, it actually looks like they are kind of passing throughout the year, right? Like we can go, let's see if it's each month. January, February, March, April, May, June. Okay, so no, not this fast. They have little spurts, but not usually this fast, right? Not this many this fast, I don't think. January, February, April, March. Hard to say how similar it's been. Maybe we could check 2019 before we go back, and then yeah, let's finish reading the rule, and I'll see if there's anything that is that really stands out to us. Because I did have some thoughts on this. I don't know why all of a sudden this is zoomed out so much. All right, I guess that's 100%. right, well, it is what it is. Let's look back at this rule and see what's going on. Yeah, not as many rules as fast. Yeah, I would agree. So this is interesting. So I'm going to read this one more time. So it's changing this in order to clarify and streamline the process of onboarding clearing members and non-clearing members as potential bidders in future auctions of suspended clearing members' remaining portfolio. So it seems like, you know, if let's see, we'll use Citadel. Sure. Let's say Citadel is a suspended clearing member, then Melvin can come in and say, hey, I want to bid on their portfolio. You know, they have $1 million in various places, and I'll give you guys, you know, 500K for it. You know, unless it's like, oh, is it asking bids 1 for 1? It seems like if someone is suspended, and this might be wrong, this is just my early interpretation. It seems like if someone is suspended, they can come in and bid on, they can buy their positions, which is a little confusing to me, because maybe this is wrong. And you know, obviously I'm just trying to interpret it one by one. So if anyone has anything that they want to share with us, just let me know, please. But first glance, I will say it seems like, okay, so sounds like foreclosure, bidding very cheap to take over someone's debt, right? But I don't understand how that works. If you own but maybe it's not just for stocks. I wonder what else it could be. Clearing members' remaining portfolio. Whenever I hear portfolio, I think of shares, right? If I have a share of AMC at $12, oh yeah, please, Beats, can you send it to me on Discord if you don't mind? Beats is going to send me something that explains it, and there might be, maybe there's a Reddit link, or maybe you're sending me a Reddit link, so we'll see if someone explains it. But that is kind of my interpretation of it so far. We'll see if I get a link right here that can help break it down for us, because it's kind of weird. I know, but Troy has so many dang shares. Gosh, over 9,000. Oh yeah, dang. See, Troy knows the good life. Spaghetti Beats. Yes, Discord. Let me check this Discord during live stream. Hopefully it loads. Smooth, you can set it in the during live stream. Oh, is this it? No. Wait, someone spam this? All right. Oh. Links. All right, let's see who's okay, I don't have the message just yet, so I'll wait for that. But I'm just very curious to know what this is about. Waiting for a link. Yeah, let's see if we can find what this is about. Taking a shower. Smooth just landed. All right, Smooth is in the building. I don't have a Discord. Can you, I don't know how you can find me, my friend. Can you tweet it to me, or I don't know where Beverly's been. Beverly abandoned us. All right, well, okay, maybe I can just search it, right? One month ago. All right, well, this is the same one, so this is why this is important. Okay, let's find the TLDR really quick. You're melting again. Oh no. Melting. Hey, what's up, Diane? All right, I'll wait for that. So, continuing on. Continuing on. We were looking at this. Okay, let's see what this person says. Conclusion: if you've been following my posts, okay, this is good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Dude, give me something smaller. Just bear with me, guys. Bear with me real quick. No mention of margin, switching back. Okay. So this person says 004 is, or OCC 004, right? Just to be specific, is probably the final nail. And they say, look, I can summarize this for you, but you really should read it yourself. Son of a gun. We hit 600 and something on Monday. It was 6 something. It was crazy. 647 or 74, something like that. It was nuts. Okay, so 4 apes. So Citadel belongs. Okay, so here's a very simple version. Citadel Farms belong to Banana Farmer Association. Banana Farmer Association create banana backup crop that every farmer contributes to. If the farmer crops goes bad, the farmer can take a banana from the backup crop, so the farmer survives the season and farms for the next year. Citadel Farms wants more bananas. Citadel Farms want more banana plants for humans and burn down the wild field of bananas for the apes to eat. The apes are not happy about this, and attack Citadel Farms and take their banana crop and eat every last banana. Now Citadel Farms okay, so we understand that these guys have the backup stuff. Okay, so either way, we're bullish. This is really not going too well for me. June 9th, sent to Discord. Okay, great. Oh, you sent me a whole YouTube video? I don't know if I'm allowed to watch a YouTube video on YouTube while I'm streaming, but I'll have to look at it another time, my friend. I thought you had a TLDR for me to read. I'm not trying to get in trouble. When the F do we get bananas? Yeah. So either way, good stuff. So it seems like good things are happening. We'll just leave it as is. Okay, we have this, we have that, we have that. We were looking at these, looking at those, looking at AMC. Perfect. Banana, I want banana. Let's see if we can find anything else from this OCC thing in here. Under the OCC's rules, following suspension of any clearing member, the OCC may take a number of steps reasonably designed, or steps designed to reasonably ensure that the clearing member suspension is managed in an orderly fashion. Now, what it doesn't say, hey, what's up, Ginger? What it doesn't say here, though, is why they're suspended. Maybe it doesn't matter why they're suspended. This must be just in the event of a suspension, and then a suspension is elsewhere. Such steps may include liquidating. So this is why I was confused, because why wouldn't they just liquidate all the assets and then keep the money, or liquidate the assets and... Oh, that must be what they do. Okay, so what it's possible, though, if it's true that they're allowing people to bid on it, so what it seems like is, okay, if I have no, let's use Melvin. If Citadel has these shares, they get suspended. The shares are still purchased. They've already been purchased. So me, the DTCC, or the OCC in this case, I suppose, whoever it would be, I'm like, hey, Citadel has positions. Anyone want Citadel's positions? Melvin Capital comes in and says, hey, Corey, or DTC, whoever I am, I want those positions. And I said, okay, they've already been purchased. How much are you going to pay me for the positions? And I'll just give them to you. So that, I'll give you half of whatever they're worth. And I say, okay, so they give me half. I'm paid because I didn't even pay for these anyways, and I got paid, and I just give them to them at they got it for a discount. So that is, I think, what this is saying, which is extremely interesting. But let's go back to the steps. So such steps, because at first I was like, why wouldn't they just liquidate all the assets and then use that money for something? But I guess maybe they can't do that for whatever reason. So such steps may include liquidating the remaining collateral, opening positions, and or exercised or matured contracts. Let's see, of the suspended clearing member. Man, very, very interesting. Okay. So now my question, though, that it doesn't seem to be answered is, why are people getting suspended? What would cause a suspension? Okay, apparently it was like a drive-up appointment. I'm sitting in the car listening again. All right, no problem, Diamond. No problem. Now my question is, what's the criteria for someone to be suspended? Because I like this, don't get me wrong, but if I need to know why they're suspended, because are these hedge funds that are short on AMC and GameStop, are they going to be suspended? I just have a lot more questions that aren't being really answered with these things. Maybe we'll just go through this. I don't want to be the person that just reads the DD word for word and tries to give it to you guys, but it seems like some people might want, even if I watch it muted, I get in trouble. I can get like a copyright strike and stuff. It's a big deal. What's happening with my stream? Oh yeah, Lee, what happened with TD Ameritrade again? Lee Davis on Facebook. Okay, Ginger said hi. Excellent. Okay, we just want to read it. Okay, you know what? We'll just read through it really quick. So which one is this? This one has 1.3K, 1.4K. This is a month ago. This is a month ago. We'll go with this one. All right. Okay, so 801 is not a margin call, and it does not allow the OCC to margin call Citadel. It raises the target capital contribution to 25%. Okay, more about 801 here. 801. Okay, I wrote about 004 here. Excellent. Okay, let's read about 004. So, oh, thank you. B3 sent a TLDR. Members that failed on giving enough collateral or are too high risk on their margin call or on the margin that got suspended. Oh, okay. That they're too high risk on their margin and got suspended may get their entire portfolio liquidated auction. Okay, so I was right. Essentially right. I just didn't know what the suspension criteria was. But there we go. There we have it. Thank you, B3. I appreciate that. Found another DD on this. TLDR. What I found is what I posted. Thank you. Man, this is cool. This is good stuff. Too many leads. I know. Too many leads. Getting confused. Yeah, thank you, B3 for the info. So that's great. So now we don't have to read all this craziness. Was there a TLDR here? No. Basically, ape banana guaranteed as long as I own cash bought shares. Sounds good to me because that's exactly what I have. I have shares. I bought them with my money, and attendees, please. Attendees, please. Excellent. Call me Leroy. Oh, Leroy. Okay. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Maybe I'll call him Davis. Maybe we'll call Lee Davis. Because if I start saying Leroy, I'm gonna say Leroy. You know how it goes. I'm sure you heard it a billion times. All right. So continuing on. So we had that. I think that was. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. That's kind of everything I had. I could talk in circles for a little bit, but realistically, it's kind of everything I had that I really wanted to talk about today. I didn't have anything too crazy. I mean, we could talk about Doge and crypto for a little bit, or if anybody has any questions that they want to go over, I'd be more than happy to talk about it. Or if they have any good insight on these different things, but we'll have to see if there's anything that anyone wants to say. But Ant Card says Citadel could be suspended for Nicholas, thank you so much for the like, my friend. Ant Card says Citadel could be suspended for illegal practice, and this would allow other hedge funds to bid for their portfolio, liquidate their portfolio, and gain a price. Now my question is I wonder if they would. So it's just so interesting, all of this, because there's a lot of different theories that could happen, right? Let's say they get their positions. Well, I guess what would happen is they would probably liquidate their risky positions, right? So if you had a risky position in AMC or GameStop, they were short on GameStop or AMC, and that's probably why they would be suspended, right? They're going to say, okay, this is what are you doing, first of all? So they'll say you're suspended. We're going to liquidate other positions to cover this, and then we're just going to auction off your stuff. But the only thing about suspension is the term of suspension doesn't sound permanent. So it's just weird how just the way that it's phrased is very weird to me, because I would much rather it have said like in a ban, like a permanent ban or a indefinite suspension, because the term suspended, I suppose it could be, when is it in effect? Smooth, it should have been approved. That's what this list is about right here. This is approval, order granting approval on today, May 19th. So this should be in effect. And then with the other rule that passed, or I believe it passed, that means it should be in effect same or tomorrow, theoretically, because their thought process behind that was the whole process of getting things approved. For example, whenever you post them in here, they consider this as enough approval time, because it has to go through the whole process of getting approved and yada yada, and they kind of count this as like your warning. They count this, posting it in here and talking about it as your warning. And then whenever it's approved, it's like, okay, you've had ample time. We're not going to give you an additional month to do that. But yeah. Good question. Good question. What else was I doing? When is it in effect? Love it. Can't stop, won't stop. GameStop says the repo markets are upside down. That's why everything went haywire today. And with everything, GME and AMC had that going. Us, the shorting and crazy. All right. House says I'm sick and tired. I'm so sick and tired of hearing that. Hearing what will happen with these rules being approved. I want to see action. Like how much longer? How I know, my friend, but you have to keep in mind that that's exactly what they want. They want people to just be over it. They're you know what I mean? Like, and here's the deal: fatigue is real. The fatigue of being strung along with these stocks is rough. And but what, you know, that's why, you know, if you need it to step away for a few days or however long you need to step away from it, don't look at it for a little while. Just be cool. I encourage it, my friend. I mean, this process has been taking a very, very long time. We've had our ups and our downs. Even then, you know, I think we're up right now. So, you know, it's a little bit easier to hold. You know, we're at 1264 now. While we're down on the day, excuse me, we're still up. And, you know, I feel okay about that. I feel good about it. So, but if you need to step away, my friend, feel free to do so. But just remember your convictions. Diamond's gonna pay off his dad's house whenever we go to the moon. I love it. Smooth is paying off their debt, but not paying their Chase credit card because they don't like JP Morgan. BlackRock has been waiting for Rule 004. Why do you say that? Oh, interesting. I think it's singular AMC stock, right? Is this a real subreddit, stocks? I think it's supposed to be singular. Oh boy, this is a real subreddit. This one is small though. Why are there two subreddits here? Oh, I think it's this one right here. I think this is what you're talking about, the theory of everything. Ooh, yeah, we'll take a look at this one. I know, guys. I understand. It's taxing. Is Dogecoin done? I don't think Dogecoin is done. I think they're have a little bit of a retracement, letting people add to their position if they want to add to it and average down or find a great entry point. I like where Dogecoin is at. I think it's going to. I don't think it's going anywhere. Personally, I think other things are happening. So TLDR, I love it. Thank you so much for the TLDR right at the top. Always appreciated. Wanda, AMC, and the SEC are working together to build a case against the major short sellers committing blatant fraud daily that is suppressing the price of AMC stock. Wanda and AMC will stand to make a lot of money in lawsuits for capital losses. Meanwhile, the SEC will be able to prosecute fraudulent entities using information shared by AMC. So Disclaimer: everything that is about to follow is speculation. It is purely a theory of mine based on known facts and common sense. Any dates included are to provide context. They do not indicate, the beginning, middle, or end of the impending squeeze. Disclaimer 2, I'm not a financial advisor, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So this right here, I mean, they're saying everything is speculation. There's not a, what is it called? A file, whatever it's called whenever they officially file some kind of suit or claim or whatever. It's not an official filing like for a lawsuit. There's nothing like that. A letter of intent, I think it is, something like that. There's nothing like that in here. I don't know about this. Maybe it's possible. People obviously like this, but I don't know about this one. So for that reason, I'm out. Hopefully it does happen. Here's the deal. I hope it does happen, but it's all kind of weird. Maybe it's true. I would love for it to be true, but until this is just a little tinfoil hat for me in the current moment, just to be honest. Let's pull up actually Ortex while we Pulse has a beachfront property in the Philippines and wants to build a house. Dang. Is it with all of you? I think Gary is trying to pile up some evidence to throw at the hedge funds. Oh, okay. Oh, Troy, I hope everything's okay, my friend. That's dang. Wendy says, I have no problem holding, but I would like to know what's really going on behind closed doors. Wendy, you know, that's a tricky one, right? Because for me, it's like, yeah, who doesn't want to know what's going on behind closed doors, right? Absolutely do. But at the same time, I don't think we'll know. I think we're going to be in the dark until it finally comes out in the news or anything comes out like that, because until we get, remember, they have to, if you follow anything, I've talked about this before, anything with the FBI and stuff like that, they have to have irrefutable evidence that something has been going on. And until they get that, then no, like, that's it. Pantry, I don't know how many times we talk about the spam, my friend. Don't spam. You know, I'll get to your question. Dang. But yes, so that's that. But I absolutely took a week off for, yeah, Olive took a week off. There you go. Take a week off. Maybe we'll all take a week off 1 week. Combo with the storm. Good stuff. Pantry says, will AMC ever squeeze? Money is just stuck there since January. Pantry, I mean, my friend, you have to know what's going on, right? Like, the stock is being heavily shorted. These guys are spending literally millions and millions and millions and hundreds of millions of dollars to keep this stock suppressed, because as soon as they let off the brake a little bit, dang, I really think it's going to run. It's going up without any with like, and they're still trying to hold it down as hard as they can, spending all this money. So I think that I really think it is going to go. I just think that it's going to take a while. You know, but I think it's going to be worth it. You know, like, what plays would you have been in that, let's say AMC goes up, you know, 100% or 100%, let's say it goes up 1,000% or 10,000%, you know, were you going to be in a play that went up 10,000%, you know, or whatever percentage you think AMC is going to go up, maybe even more, or whatever it's going to go up, like, that's an arbitrary number, but you know, I don't know what kind of plays you would have been in that is worth it. I know it's tiring, I know it's taxing, but you know, to get, you know, shoot, if you told, I say this all the time, if you would tell Warren Buffett, I will guarantee you, you know, 30% each year on your return, or I'll guarantee you 30% this year, or return this year, I 100% he would take it. He wouldn't. The only reason he wouldn't take it is because he wouldn't believe you. He'd say, "There's no way you can guarantee that." And can you imagine being able to guarantee like 100%? And that's. And I'm not saying, I'm not guaranteeing anything. I'm just saying in my personal smooth brain mentality, that's how I feel about this stock. I'm just so convicted in this stock that I feel like this can happen. Like it could just go. Angelo says these hedges need to be jailed for their malpractice. Angelo, I think it's very possible that these guys are jailed for what happened. Actually, I did look at. I'm actually watching the Enron documentary, and I might actually make a video on it, kind of like a TL Too Long Didn't Watch version, because holy smokes, it is so relevant to what people can do and like what they're able to do, and like it's just so relevant to what is going on, and it's unreal. It is a bit of a different story. It's not about a short position or anything, but what these large entities, what they can do and how they can manipulate stock and manipulate even like, well, in their case, like earnings for their company, which drove the stock price up, and then if what is it called, if an analyst, a price analyst, a stock price analyst, they gave them an unfavorable rating, how they would essentially get that person fired, and then give not a kickback, but put a lot of money in their company. It's ridiculous, everything that happens. Akari, why you do it to me? No fish tank. WebTrip says, every time I get fatigue, I just remember that Steve Cohen from Point 72 was posting, taunting us when they halted retail trading, and it just revitalizes me. Yeah, you have to find what revitalizes you, right? Just watch. What helps me personally is I like to watch, like I watch The Big Short. These movies, they just revitalize me, and they're like, you know what? I get fatigued too, guys. I mean, imagine I'm on here almost, you know, most days, like for over an hour, you know, almost 2 hours, talking about it. You know what I mean? Like, trying. And so I get fatigued too. I get exhausted. Sometimes, you know, it's just like, man, you know, but I hold, I continue. I need people to know that they're not alone. I mean, you know, and obviously I don't have the audience of trades. You know, we have like 80 people watching right now. But you guys matter. Like it matters. And I really think it matters. It matters to me personally. And it's a big deal. Like even beyond the making money portion, right? I think the something needs to change. It's just a lot of things. Okay, it's bigger than my fatigue. So I continue to hold, and I continue to come on and you know, preach the word. Here we go. Ant says, people want to make millions on a cakewalk. What is wrong with you people? Just relax, endure the pain, and trust the process. And you know, honestly, like sometimes that's all you can do. Like even me, I'm telling you guys, me personally, like I just have to trust the process. Like, you know, as you know, I have a very, 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 very good position in this, so it's very easy for me to hold. But even then, you know, just looking at these numbers every day is taxing. Yeah. Mohammed says, hey Corey, do you think tomorrow will be a better day? I hope so. If I had to guess, I would say it is going to be a better day. We did although we did break the level of support I did like. Let's look at the 1 month and see if we have anything I like. Maybe not out here. We'll go in here and see if there's anything I do like down here. Any levels of support? I like this actually. Let me draw this as a microscopic level of support. Oh, whoops. Right here. I like this one right here. We have a few touch points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I like this. We did get a bounce off of this as well. We also did originally bounce over here off of it. So I like this one. Now we'll continue to hold here. And now I guess we'll have to see, right? As long as it stays above this level of support, I think we're in a good spot. And then hopefully we can retest this 1450. And as you've seen, we've retested it before, right? But what we need to do is we need to retest, we need to hold, and we need to break through and hold. And no fish tank. I don't know where y'all get this fish tank idea from. So as we saw, we've been testing this, right? Continue to test it. We need to break through, and we broke through before. Actually, I can delete these now because this was a disappointment. We need to break through, but we need to hold. We broke through in the after hours, fell back in the pre-market, and now we're here. So we did get a solid bounce at right here, 1220, but we need to hold this position and bounce. So hope, you know, we did get the bounce. It looks like it's starting to trend down a little bit. We'll look at it a little more microscopically. Starting to trend down just a little bit. Maybe it'll bounce one more time. Hopefully it'll actually bounce and reverse, and hopefully it'll reverse and it'll test 1450 again very, very soon. But right now we'll just have to wait. A lot of people were bullish on today, and this is why I don't like to set dates. Everyone was so excited about today, the 19th, with the failure to delivers having to be purchased, as well as the the rules being approved, you know, things like that. And I just gotta wait a little bit. Frankie says, stupid question. No worries, Frankie. We're always happy to help, my friend. Is it possible that they stop the squeeze from happening? Frankie, I really, as we saw, with Robinhood, I think it's very possible that they would have stopped the squeeze. But I feel like most of the people holding the stock left Robinhood, right? Which is fantastic. Now, most of them, I would say, probably did move to, I would probably say the majority moved to Fidelity. And by majority, I would probably say maybe 50%, maybe more. But I think a lot of people did move specifically to Fidelity. Now, if somehow how is this person saying what's up, Nick? Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you can do that, Leroy. What the heck? I was like, how am I speaking in Facebook whenever it's not even me? So what was I saying? Okay, can it be stopped? So my only concern, which I don't think it would be possible, would be if somehow they force Fidelity to stop the squeeze, which doesn't make any sense to me. Now, with that being said, I do worry about the institutions or the brokerages that halted trading previously, aka Robinhood, temporarily Webull, and the other ones that did. Now, I feel like most people transferred out of the worst one, which was Robinhood. You have to remember the majority of people held it in Robinhood. So if they halted it, of course it's going to affect the everything, right? If you can't buy, it can only go one way, and it did go that one way. But hard to say. I don't think they'll stop it. I think there's a few different. I have a million different reasons why I don't think they'll stop it. One of the biggest ones is there's a spotlight being shined onto this, and if they were to pull the rug from underneath all these retail investors, it would be a big deal. It would be a big deal. One of the biggest reasons is, especially with these filings coming out, these new rules, I think they want to make an example out of somebody. And that somebody being people who are over leveraged in a stock, people who are over leveraged on AMC and GME, and specifically short on these stocks who may have been naked shorting. I think they want to make an example out of people. And I'll just leave it at that. March 18th. Let's see what March 18th looked like. March. Oh yeah, okay. So the question here was, Corey, do you think Hal says, Corey, do you think tomorrow we'll dump hard? Okay, so we are approaching something similar to this, right? This March 18th. It's actually like extremely similar to how it was. So it, kind of bounced up here, broke through for a second, and then retraced. And now we're I would say we're around, well, we can take a look, right? Bounce down. So I would say we're around here. So now we're at the bounce. Granted, right now we bounced. March 18th, we did not bounce. Now, or I guess you're looking more over here, right? I think it looks more like this right here. And so right now we kind of bounced, and we'll say we bounced here. So now the question is, and then we have this candle right here, in my opinion. So I think we're around here. Now the question is, so my theory is, yes, we're either going to bounce and go through, or we'll bounce and retest, just like we see here. As you can see, we retested here. It did not break through. And kind of retrace a little bit. It was trying to test again, didn't quite get there, and then it just fell, and then it broke through pretty hard, right? Pretty harshly. Try to recover, no recovery. And so that's exactly what I think we're in, a very similar situation, right? It's like basically the exact same situation of what happened previously. So the only thing we can do is just see if it actually breaks through this time, or if it doesn't. And hopefully it does. There's a lot of catalysts that we're waiting for, but if it doesn't, you know what? There's always going to be another catalyst, always another day, and that's all right. Pulse. I'm not using any headphones. Just my mic, and I have a thing on it. A wind thing, and a pop filter. I guess it's a built-in pop filter. I don't know. Pop. Oh, I saw somebody ask me about. I think I missed the chat. It said June 18th $40 calls. Is it June 18th $40 calls? Yes. So I do have some of these June 18th $40 calls, and I hope it prints. I really hope it prints. I'm holding strong, and I'll continue to hold strong. If it prints, fantastic. If it doesn't, call options are risky, and that's what I get. You know what I mean? But I do feel like this is pretty good. I was feeling much better whenever we were at 14. Obviously now it's down a little bit, but if you were looking to get these, and look how many people have these. 126,000 contracts. I mean, times 100. It's just ridiculous how many people have this, right? We'll do 126 times 1. This many shares. 12 million shares are right here. So Wow. Wow, wow, wee, wow. You're getting too deep, Corey. I am getting too deep. Let's see. Can you check Elon's tweet? So Elon is crypto's best friend and worst nightmare. Oh, whoops. Everybody's okay. So take a look here at what happened. Oh, you know what? I think did he remove one of his tweets? Giga Berlin, Tesla has diamond hands. No, maybe not. But as you can see, Elon Musk is all over the place. Like he obviously likes Doge, he likes Bitcoin, but with he accepted Bitcoin, then he's not accepting Bitcoin anymore. I think it might be more of a political reason as to why he's not accepting the Bitcoin anymore, for like environmental reasons. Obviously, that's what he said. But I think that and if I was you follow, I don't know. He's he's an enigma. Let's see. Raptor says they make changes. I think the problem is they don't follow through. I'm assuming this is about the filings, right? DTCC, NSCC, yada yada. Need to increase the punishment. Lying, cheating, stealing equals jail time. Yeah, realistically, Raptor, I would have to agree with that, right? If I steal, $1 million, and my punishment is I have to pay 100,000 if I get caught. All right, well, what stop? Why wouldn't I do that? You'd be a fool if you didn't do that. You know what I mean? Like, other than, I guess, ethical reasons, but from a business standpoint, if you didn't try to get away with it, you'd be a fool. Like, that's good business practice to make that money. If that's your only punishment that you can incur. Now, if they had a punishment like, hey, first time is a fine. Second time, we restrict trading for however long or whatever. Third time, you're no longer a member of you can't trade. You're done. Then dang, I guarantee people won't do that. Hey, if you do it, you're going to jail. Hey, if you do it, then the punishments aren't harsh enough. They're not harsh enough, and that is the issue. And I'd have to agree with you. I made a video on that, and I talked about it's just no consequences, no problem was the name of the video, because that's what they have. It's no consequences, no problem. And if their consequences are, Corey needs some sleep. Yeah, I do need some sleep. I'm tired. I'm tired today. I think you guys can probably tell. Let me drink some water. Smooth says, do you think anyone's going to jail after this mess? I think it's possible. I think it's very possible. Especially with the whistleblowers coming out. I think there's obviously a ringleader of some kind. I think there's a ringleader of some kind. Even if they're just the CEO or whoever it would be second in line, kind of calling the shots and saying, no, we're not going to like pay these apes or whatever they're saying in their their building. No, like, I think that's it. They're done for, and they know it. But I think people will probably go to jail afterwards, especially with all the. But what is the punishment for naked shorting? You know what I mean? What is the punishment for what they've done? Is there did they violate a law that's harsh enough to cause this to happen? Is there no precedent for this? Are we going to set a new precedent for this? Obviously, I believe this is an unprecedented event, totally, as far as how, like, especially for GameStop. But yeah. Right looking says because yes, I just double down on this. Robinhood wasn't the only one to stop trading though. Webull did it too. Yes, as I mentioned, the only difference is Webull got the buy button back faster. Right. Wendy says, I think Webull, Robinhood, etc. are the same. They all did the same thing. I have stock everywhere. Yeah, I'm with you, Webull. I didn't put anything in. Well, I have a little bit in Webull. Or I'm with you, Wendy. I put a little bit in Webull that I was just kind of trading with you guys and stuff, but that's it. Leroy, what's up? Twitch. Dale, I love Dale's mentality. Dale says, love these discounts, Corey. 100 more tomorrow to the moon. Love it. Mama says, what do you think about 1450 call options expiring next Friday? I did get some of those, or maybe they're on the 4th. I did get some on the 4th. I got ones for the 4th. That was before today's dip. And now I'm like, what have I done? I should have just stuck with my strategy of I like to do them much further out. I love to do them much further out, and I did not, and I didn't. So hopefully I only put I think like $100 in it, so it's not gonna hurt like my BlackBerry one did, but still not what you want to see. Okay, I like this question a lot. Smooth says, why do people play options when they can just buy and hold instead of losing your money? So that's a good question. So Smooth, you can leverage your money a lot through options. So for example, I remember I was playing options and the stock had gone up. It went up 20 to 40%, right? The regular stock, and my option went up 130%. And my option would just skyrocketed. So you can leverage your money. You can make a lot of money without having that much money invested. So it's riskier, but it can pay you a lot more than some of these can. Also, I was on stream, and I was in GE, and GE was up. What was it at? Do I have GE on here? GE was it went up, well, I'll just say it went up $1 from 13 to like 14, and on stream I was up like over 100% just on $1 on GE. So yes, you can really leverage your money. Options are fantastic. I love options. I made a lot of money trading options in leaps, right, for like 6 months out, and I made a lot of money doing that because you can leverage your money with that, and it's fantastic. It's a fantastic tool if you use it properly and you're right. If you're wrong, not so much. It's a fast way to lose money. What are we expecting on the $40 call? Fingers crossed, you know. For Elon, you got to understand what he's trying to say. He speaks in code. Oh, see you, Olive. Peace out. Thanks, Olive. So when we are millionaires, are we going to have any problem getting our money out? I don't think so, especially with Fidelity. That's why I'm in Fidelity, just because these guys are established. They're I feel so comfortable with having my stuff in Fidelity. And if you haven't moved, it may be time to move. Okay, just think about it. I'd rather participate in the squeeze than not be able to participate in the squeeze, because we don't know what Robinhood is going to do. Leroy. Oh my gosh, you guys are too funny. I'll let you play with my option on my name. Oh my gosh. How do you lose money on options? So I do have a video on options if you want to take a look, but basically you don't hit your strike price, right? If you don't hit your strike price, you can lose all the money, which is not too much fun. Password, no, to make your strike price pay a lot of the premium. Darth, yes, Darth Jar Jar. That's a fun theory also. Yes, we did talk about 004. There was a nice TLDR that I can pull up for you really quick, my friend. Wherever it is. Which one was it? This one? No, this one. TLDR, bro. Oh, someone. I forgot the TLDR. Basically, it's good stuff. It allows people to. I don't want to butcher it, is why I'm trying not to say it, but yeah, it's good stuff. It's out, approved. We can see it's approved here. Kimberly says, hi Corey, hope all is well. Batman ride on AMC today was great. Bought more at the end. I love it. I love it. Options can be addicting. Heads up. Yes. Whenever you make money with options, it can be very addicting. Making a lot of money. And again, I like to play mine super safe. I buy them just out of the money, and 6 months down the road, right? 6 to to a year to whatever it's going to be. I always buy them as far as possible because you never know what's going to happen. You could be in the money. You could be doing so good. Then all of a sudden, someone comes out and says, hey, like Microvision, right? You could be doing so good in Microvision. And the next day they come out and say, hey, the product might not work as well as we thought. Boom, you just lost all your money, So just be ready for that. So Mike, if you want to see how much a call option will be worth, you can go to options right here. And I think you said the January 21st options. And what you can do is you just click into them. I think you said 40. So if you grab the 40 right here, well, it depends on your brokerage as well. But if you go to graph, you can see how much it'll be worth. So this $40 call right here, if it hits, let's say it hits $50, right? If it hits $50, you just made over $800 on this, on a $200 bet. You can make $800 on a $200 bet. And that's why options are so dang strong, and you can leverage your money so well. But yeah. House says, even with all these new rules implemented, I still don't see any way for us or the SEC to even see those, see what the heck those hedge funds are doing behind the scenes. Even with these new rules. So we're not going to be able to see what they're doing, right? Their positions, what's going on, if they're burning papers, whatever it's going to be. No, we won't be able to see that. But you know what? I think whenever the documentaries come out, all this stuff, it's going to be hindsight for us. So we can't see it, and let's say we could see what they're doing. You know what I mean? Like, I guess we could see if they're holding, and then they're their positions. That would be nice, but they don't have to disclose their short positions. It is what it is. Which I think is pretty interesting, right? If they don't have to disclose their short positions, but they have to disclose their calls, longs, yada yada yada. Why wouldn't a hedge fund just find a stock that doesn't have any positions, like a low institutional ownership stock, and then just short that one into the ground? You know what I mean? Like, and maybe that's too theoretical, too speculative, but I just thought about that. Do you see these? Do Citadel see these rules in play? Smooth, yeah. So Citadel does see all these hedge funds. Remember, I'm sure they're up to date in all of them. I'm sure they have a team of people looking at these rules, looking for loopholes. You know what I mean? A small team, albeit, in my opinion. But I'm sure they have a team of people who are always looking at these filings, and they have to keep them. They have to stay in. They have to try to stay in compliance, right? Show some effort, I suppose, and which it sounds like a joke, right? Which is why I'm laughing, because it's like I said it out loud and I was like, yeah, like they're gonna show some kind of effort to like being, I don't know, but that they have to try to comply with these things, and so that changes business processes, or I'm sure it's all very minute, or they just have to make sure everything is within the constraints of what the new rules are, but yeah. But yes, they see the rules. AT, love your stream every day. Thank you so much, AT. I appreciate that. I'm trying. Corey should cover fake squeezes. With Citadel sitting on those puts and shares, they are up to something for certain. So CT, I'm glad you brought this up, because we talked about this a little bit yesterday, but I did want to talk about it again today. So they own, I happen to remember that they own we'll call it under 800,000 shares, right? So just under 800,000 shares. So if we look at this, today on AMC, there was 89 million in volume, right? 89 million in volume. And to show you what 89 million in volume, they have less than a million. Okay, so let's look at the 1 day, and we can zoom in here, and we can see. Let's look at what less than a million looks like. Or let's look at a million. See if we could find a good one. It sucks on today's candle. Let's look at yesterday's candles, because this is actually a very, very low volume day compared to like something like yesterday. So let's see if we can find a good one. Is it a million? So this is what a million. This is 11 or 1.1 million shares, right? 1.1 million right here. This little candle, I'm not worried about it. This one right here, I'm not worried about this little candle. Let's see if I can find another one. This one's under a million. So some of these candles, I'm really just not worried about. One little candle like that. Now, theoretically they could trigger some kind of stop loss, but even then, look, let's say they got in here. This is over a million. They triggered stop losses here. I don't know, maybe. And this is what you get. So I really don't see that they're positions to really mess things up. I don't see that. Giving the scoop on 004. So yes, we did talk about 004. Essentially what's going on with 004 is granting the approval to, so it's about auction participant requirements. Essentially what they're able to do is they can, let me think of the easiest way. If someone is suspended, they can allow someone to come in and purchase their positions. So for example, if I'm like the DTC or whatever, I said, hey, Citadel, you guys are suspended for doing whatever you're doing, danger of margin call, whatever it's going to be. So y'all are suspended. We're going to liquidate your shares, cover AMC, GameStop, whatever it is that we don't like. And then the rest of it can stay where it is, right? But you guys are suspended. You're out. Leave your shares behind. So now Citadel has their shares right here, right? So great. We have Citadel shares. Now I'm like, I can't touch these shares. I'm not allowed to do anything with these shares. But Melvin Capital over here, they want some shares. They wouldn't mind some shares. And so these guys are going to come in and say, hey, guess what? They're going to say how many, their shares, these shares are worth $1 million. I'm going to say, you guys want these shares? They say, yeah, I'll give you half of what it's worth. And I say, okay. So they're already purchased. So they give me the money and we just transfer the shares over that have already been purchased and they get all their shares. And that's essentially what it seems like is going on. Just another thing that they have to do. was not DTCC members. Mike likes button smashed. Thanks, Mike. Let's see. Corey, serious question. Do you think that the rocket has crashed and no moon? No, not at all, my friend. Not at all. And we can look at these Ortex numbers. I mean, look, nothing has changed. Everything is still the same. These guys are short. Bad. Nothing has changed at all. I think that they're maybe running out of steam. There was a little momentum, but I don't think it's. I think moon is still very, very, very possible. I know, Lee. Right? We got a lot of two-letter people in here. BlackRock was not a DTCC member, so now they can compete in that auction. So that's essentially what it's. So I didn't know that BlackRock wasn't actually, but yes, what it's saying is it's going to allow people to onboard. Let me see the verbiage right here. The background. So it would change. So it changed these rules in order to clarify and streamline the process of onboarding clearing members and non-clearing members as potential bidders and future auctions of a suspended clearing member's remaining portfolio. So theoretically, if they're not a member, then yes, like they could, and it would help them onboard them to participate. To participate. Good question. Good question. But yeah, so good stuff. Guys, I think I'm gonna wrap up just a smidge early. Seems like a super light day. Like no one's really I think we're pretty good today. It is what it is, and that's all right. So hopefully Diamond is still alive. Hopefully Diamond's okay getting his vaccine right now. So hopefully we'll see him tomorrow. But I appreciate everybody stopping by today. I'm gonna leave y'all with some music, and then we'll talk about what is going on tomorrow. All right. So we're waiting for 002. Let's see if I can find this one really quick. 002. I don't know what we're waiting on anymore. Yeah, a lot of these here's the deal. A lot of these filings are good indications that like something is coming. So we have FIC 002. I think there's DTC 002, 002. Too many things. So we'll have to see what's clearing. But either way, a lot of these things are going through. Gonna be good stuff. But all right, guys, I will catch you guys later. You guys have a fan-freaking-tastic night. Peace.